Class 8 student, in this session we will start our discussion with solvent extraction method. So let us go to solvent extraction method. This method is used when one of the component of a mixture is soluble in a particular liquid, either water or any other solvent, and other components are insoluble. Let us check one example. Please follow the mouse cursor. A mixture of sodium chloride and calcium carbonate can be separated by this method. Salt gets dissolved in water while calcium carbonate is insoluble. So in this process we have to put a solvent which can dissolve some solute. Suppose we have a mixture which we want to separate, contains sulfur and rust or rubber also. If we apply carbon disulfide liquid, then sulfur will get soluble in carbon disulfide, but rust and rubber will be insoluble. So this solvent extraction method is used when only one of the given component of a mixture is soluble in a particular solvent. So it means we can pick and choose how we want to get a mixture component dissolved. Second method is by fractional crystallization. This method is used when solubility of component of a mixture is different in same solvent. Like in a mixture of common salt and potassium nitrate, both are soluble in water, but potassium nitrate is highly soluble in water than sodium chloride. So when the hot solution containing mixture is cooled, potassium nitrate crystallizes first while salt remains soluble. So in this way we can separate the mixture of potassium nitrate and salt. Students, let us go to discuss some process how we can separate solid liquid mixture. One of the common method is sedimentation and decantation. Students, we have seen sedimentation and decantation in class 6 also. This is very easy topic. We have seen in class 7 also. The settling down of suspended insoluble heavy solid particle in a solid liquid mixture when left undisturbed is called sedimentation. The solid which settles down at the bottom is called sediment, and the clear liquid above it is called supernatant liquid. Now the process of pouring out the clear liquid without disturbing the sediment is called decantation. This method is used for heterogeneous mixture of solid and liquid where solid component is insoluble and heavier than the liquid component. Let us check one activity for this. Students, please pay attention to this activity number 2. Let us take some rice and water in a beaker and stir it. Now allow the mixture to stand for some time. You will see that rice, being heavier, settle down at the bottom. This is called sedimentation. Now pour out the water gently into another vessel without disturbing the rice. This method will be called decantation. So we can see these are very easy points. Second method is filtration. We all know about the filtration. You also know about the filtration. We daily use filtration at our home while preparation of tea. The process of separating insoluble solid particle from a liquid solid mixture by allowing it to pass through a filter is called filtration. Remember, you filter the tea. The insoluble solid left on the filter is called residue, and liquid which passed through the filter is called filtrate. Example: chalk and water, clay and water, sawdust and water can be separated by this method, and common filters used are filter paper, charcoal, glass, wool, etc. How to make a filter? This is a piece of paper. Please fold it like halfway. This is quarter way and made a cone. You have seen the cone. Now place this cone on a kerosene tape and you can drop water it will filter the component. This is similar, we use a teapot or tea filtering. Next process is called evaporation. Evaporation is the process of converting a liquid into its vapor state, either by exposing it to air or by heating. Students, we also know evaporation from class 6 and 7. You can also see there is one example. From a mixture of common salt and water, salt is obtained easily by evaporating the solution. Students, you can see this figure. This solution contains salt and water, and we are heating. After heating, water will fly away and salt will remain here. Next process is called crystallization. It is a process in which slow evaporation of a solution containing more of a solid component is done. Pure sugar is obtained from its solution in water by process of crystallization. At first, the sugar solution is heated to evaporate the water at faster speed. When very less amount of water is left, the solution is cooled. We can see small crystals of sugar. As we go on cooling the solution, the crystal size will grow. Next process in this is distillation. Distillation is a process of converting a liquid into vapor by heating, and again we will cool the vapor to bring back the liquid state. Now this method is useful to separate the solid liquid mixture in which both solid and liquid are recovered. You can see this figure. In this figure we have taken a solution here and we are heating here. Now when we heat this solution, the liquid component will change into vapor state, and that vapor will go to this path, and this is, you can see, cooling jacket. We heating the solution, the liquid is converted into vapor state, and this vapor after cooling again changes to liquid state. Now what is the benefit? Only liquid will evaporate, change into vapor, and this vapor also changes to liquid, but solid will remain here. Solid will not go anywhere. Next process of separation is called centrifugation. Centrifugation is a method of separating solid from liquids where the mixture is homogeneous. This is also called churning. An apparatus called a centrifuge is used for this purpose. In this process, the mixture is placed in the centrifuge tube and rotated at very high speed, due to which solid heavier particles move towards the bottom and lighter particles float on the liquid. Cream is also separated by this process. This process is also used in dairy. Now students, we will check the process for separation of liquid-liquid mixture. The process starts with separating funnel. Separating funnel is a simple device which is used to separate the component of a liquid-liquid immiscible mixture in which liquid have different density. Students, let me show you the figure. This is called separating funnel. Students, you can see this is called separating funnel. The mixture of kerosene oil and water is placed in this separating funnel and left undisturbed for some time. Now it will form two layers. Water is heavier, so it will go in the bottom layer, and kerosene is lighter, it will go on the upper layer. Now we have a stopper also. We will open the stopper. Water will slowly go down here, and we will also have to very careful. When all the water goes down, we will close the stopper, and then we can get the two parts separate. Mixture of carbon tetrachloride and water can also be separated by this method. So this is also a very useful method. Second method is called fractional distillation. In this process, the distillation is used for separating miscible liquid. Miscible liquids are those liquids which are soluble in each other. On heating the mixture, In a distilling flask, the liquid with lower boiling point converted into vapor first and then condensed and collected in the receiver. Petroleum is subjected to fractional crystallization in this process. Let me show you the figure. We import petroleum from other countries, and this is the fractional column. Oil refinery uses this method. You can see here we supply petroleum here, and we also heat it. Now different component of petroleum have a different boiling point, and according to their boiling point they converted into vapor and goes from other portion. If you can see that the petrol has a very low boiling point, so it will converted into vapor first. You can see the point, very low temperature, so petroleum vapor will pass from this pipe. Now kerosene has a higher boiling point, so it will not rise very much. So you can see, compare the petrol and kerosene. So kerosene vapor will go from this pipe. Again you can see this is fuel oil. Compare the temperature, 40 degree, 170 degree and 360 degree. So fuel oil will go from this pipe. Now you can see lubricating oil, boiling point 400 degrees C. It will also not rise much. It will go from this pipe. And this is bitumen, or this is also called pitch. You can also call it alcatra, which is used in road production or road manufacturing. So we can see this is very important process. Fractional distillation is a process which involves distillation and collecting of fraction. Fraction means a part of different liquid which are boiling at different temperature. Homogeneous liquid mixture are called miscible liquids, and they also dissolve in each other. You can see here, please follow this mouse cursor which is pointed in the box region. So we can also say that homogeneous miscible liquids can dissolve in each other. Now there are some liquid which are not dissolved or which are not soluble in each other, so they are called immiscible liquid. Next process is called chromatography. This is one of the latest technique to separate components of a mixture when all components are very similar in their property. It means we can use it to separate the color component. Components of ink are separated by this method. Ink is a mixture of different dye which are separated by chromatography. Now chromatography means color writing. It is named so because in earlier days it was used for different purpose. It was used to separate the color components, but nowadays we can also separate colorless substance also. You can see the definition of chromatography: the process of separating different dissolved constituent of a mixture by their adsorption on appropriate material is called chromatography. This method is based on this phenomena that different color have different rate of absorption on different components. So students, this is also a very useful method. We can also see the advantages of chromatography. First advantage, a very small quantity of substance can be separated. Components with very similar physical and chemical properties can be separated. It identifies different constituent of mixture, and also quantitative estimation of components of mixture. Quantitative estimation means a measurement of mass and volume. We will see the application of chromatography. Chromatography is used to separate color in a dye, drugs from blood, pigment from natural color, and purify many industrial products. The last point of this chapter discussion is separation of liquid gas mixture. Now this method involves heating. The principle is based on fact that solubility of a gas in a liquid decreases with increasing temperature. So if you heat the liquid, gas will fly away. Separation of gas-gas mixture is based on many techniques. First is diffusion. This method depends on the difference in density of a gas present in mixture. The lighter gas diffuses more rapidly compared to heavier one. A mixture of hydrogen and oxygen can be separated by diffusion. As hydrogen is lighter, it diffuses very fast. The spreading out and intermixing of one substance into another substance is called diffusion. It means if you take two gases in two jars and if you allow them to mix, this process will be called diffusion. And we also have seen the solvent extraction method. This method depends upon the fact that some gases dissolve in water or other solvent, while some gases do not dissolve or very less soluble. For example, a mixture of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide can be separated, as carbon dioxide is highly soluble in water, but carbon monoxide is very less or sparingly soluble in water. Last method is liquefaction. Means compressing a gas and making it in liquid state. A mixture of ammonia and nitrogen can be separated by this method, as ammonia can be easily compressed and changed into liquid easily, but nitrogen cannot be changed into liquid easily. So students, please check the PDF which I have provided you. You can see table here. This table is very important for exam. Try to remember and memorize this table. This is the same thing which we have covered in our chapter. This is type of mixture, this is also type of mixture, this is example, this is method utilized, and this is the region. You can see I am showing you the header, you can see there. And after this discussion, students, we came to the end of this chapter, and as I always provide you the answers, I am also providing the answer. You can see I have marked all the answers for you. So try to go through the video and try to write the answer questions in your fair notebook, which will be checked later. Till then, revise the video and good luck.